Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we about to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. 100 I'm still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, break.
They'll start out here with an option left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. This defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now on second and 13. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. A little joke. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He's going to field this at the 4. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, and going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick there because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. There are 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. From midfield, here's Allen.
He's got him in, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 50 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now Mostert off the read option. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run with Mostert off the option. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Crowder now to return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still not dreaded in that category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, where will they spot it? At the 35-yard line, so great field position coming up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mostert off the read option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Allen going to throw. And now here's another interception. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. 22 more yards there and another first down. They go right back to Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Allen going to try and keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen. keeping it himself from 5-yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. They'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They run here with Singletary. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Touchdown! That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
That's caught at the 1. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature.
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to... Right back to Singletary on second down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but now from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the own it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, on the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Singletary again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Singletary trying the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 28 yards. And the Bills are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua going to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Singletary to get the drive started. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's dashing through the snow. The 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 189 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. A give, Singletary right side. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. Keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this one is right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you go